I came in on September 17, 1979 to the board meeting. The board decided to hire me on that day. I said, well, look, I will definitely give you a year. I promised to do that. And now it's 40 years later, and I'm still here, and I'm still excited about being here. I was the first generation of children to grow up with television. There were always these wonderful situation comedies. That fascinated me, so I hung a quilt in the backyard on a clothesline, and all the neighborhood kids would come and sit, and I would just play all the parts. And the same thing was true in high school and junior high. We didn't have theater, but whatever club or activity I was involved in, I turned it into theater.
This building wouldn't be here, I don't believe, if it wasn't for Tony Rivenbark today. And it definitely would not look and be used like it is today. It's one of the most heavily used and heavily utilized historic theaters in America. And that is solely because of Tony Rivenbark.
Thalian Hall survives and has survived by reinventing itself. The more important that something is outside of the community, if other people recognize its significance, then the people in your own community will think higher of it.
He said to me long ago, no one ever goes to a theater museum, and he learned very quickly as he listened to the building that it needed to be modernized. It needed to speak to today's and the future's audiences.
The theater opened October 12, 1858, and has gone through many, many changes over the years. In 1975, the auditorium was restored. After I became executive director, the focus was on the backstage. And a lot of it had to do with the way the structure of the building, how do you fix it? Because there was some steel in the way of making it proper. Part of the Thalian Hall Center for Performing Arts job is to make recommendations to the city for the building. And so we developed this master plan of what we felt was the right thing to do for this structure to ensure that it would make it into the 21st century. And then the building reopened in 1990 with the new lobby, the new wing, the new city council chamber, all of that, the parking deck across the street, all of that came out of that master plan that was created in 1983 and presented to the city on the occasion of the 125th anniversary. I'm very, very proud that Thalian Hall is known much more so than it was one time. One time it was almost a local secret, a local quirk almost. Now it's something that's truly part of the identity of this community. And I'm very proud of the part that I played in that. But you never do anything alone. It's always with other people. But I'm very proud of that.
People, when they think of Tony, they think of history. And yes, he's very passionate about history, but he's always looking forward. And he's always looking to tomorrow. How does this building, how does a theater remain viable to the future? And so that's a major tenet that he's taught me.
There's a great line in Shakespeare in Love, which I'm doing right now, and it's repeated over and over. It's a mystery. Sometimes you just don't know. It's something from the heart and the guts that you figure out what are you doing and how are you doing it. I've often said that you have to listen to the building. The building talks to me. I don't mean it in words, but I see it and it talks to me. So maybe that's it, that the building talked to me and then I tried to act on it.